Hello students, this is the continuation of the class digital voltmeter. Today we will start about ramp type digital voltmeter. Ramp type digital voltmeter is an electrical measuring instrument that used to display the potential difference between 2 points in the form of digits. The block diagram shown is ramp type digital voltmeter. Here there is a ramp generator. This is generating a waveform which is representing a ramp. The heart of the circuit is the ramp generator. Therefore, it is called ramp type digital voltmeter. The input which should be measured is given at input voltage. This input is fed to ranging and attenuator circuit which will amplify the signal if it is small or attenuates the signal if it is large. This is given to an input comparator which will compare two signals and generates the output. One input to the input comparator is from the input voltage and another input is from the ramp. This input voltage and ramp signal are compared and output is given. If the ramp signal is more than input voltage, there will be no output. But if the input voltage is greater than the ramp signal, then a generation is there that will open the gate. Now, when the gates opened, clock oscillator will send clock pulses which are counted by the counter and displayed on the screen. The ground comparator will compare the ramp signal and ground and the output is given. This output will stop the flow of purchases from the clock oscillator by the closing gate. The sample rate multivibrator is used to reset the ramp generator. The operating principle of ramp type digital voltmeter is to measure the time that a linear ramp voltage takes to change from the level of the input voltage to zero voltage or vice versa. This time interval is measured with an electronic time interval counter and the counter is displayed as a number of digits on electronic indicating tubes of the output readout of the voltmeter. This is a timing diagram of ramp type digital voltmeter. The conversion of a voltage value of a time interval is shown in the timing diagram. At the start of measurement, a ramp voltage is initiated. A negative going ramp is shown in the figure, but a positive going ramp may also be used. The ramp voltage value is continuously compared with the voltage being measured. At the instant, the value of ramp voltage is equal to that of unknown voltage. A coincidence circuit called an input comparator generates a pulse which opens a gate. The ramp voltage continues to decrease till it reaches ground level, that is zero voltage. At this instant, another comparator called ground comparator generates a pulse and closes the gate. The time elapsed between the opening and closing of the gate is T as indicated in the timing diagram of ramp type digital voltmeter. During this time interval, pulses from a clock pulse generator pass through the gate and are counted and displayed. The decimal number as indicated by the readout is a measure of the value of input voltage. The sample rate multivibrator determines the rate at which the measurement cycles are initiated. The sample rate circuit provides an initiating pulse for the ramp generator to start its next ramp voltage. At the same time, it sends a pulse to the counters which set all of them to zero. This momentarily removes the digital display of the readout. This is the details about ramp type digital voltmeter. Now we will study about dual slope integrating type digital voltmeter. The block diagram of a dual slope integrating type digital voltmeter is shown in the figure. The dual slope ADC consists of 5 blocks, namely an op-amp employed as an integrator, a level comparator, a basic clock for generating time pulses, a set of decimal counter, and a block of logic circuitry. For a fixed time interval, the analog input voltage to be measured is applied through the switch S to the integrator, which raises the voltage in the comparator to some negative value. Obviously, at the end of fixed time interval, the voltage from the integrator will be greater in magnitude for larger input voltage. That is, rate of increase of voltage or slope is proportional to the analog input voltage. At the end of the fixed count interval, the count is set at 0 and the switch S is shifted to the reference voltage V reference of opposite polarity. The integrator output or input to the capacitor then starts increasing at a fixed rate. This can be shown from this figure. The counter advances during this time. The integrator output voltage increases at a fixed rate until it rises above the comparator reference voltage at which the control logic receives a signal to the stop count. The pulse controlled by the counter thus has a direct relation with the input voltage. During charging, the output voltage V0 is given as V0 equals to minus 1 by RC integration 0 to t VA dt. That is minus VA into t by RC after the integration, where V0 is the initial voltage of the capacitor at t equals to T1 charging time. The value of the integrator output voltage V0 is minus VA T1 by RC. Now the capacitor C has already a voltage of this V0, that is the initial voltage. During the discharge, the output voltage is given as V0 equals to initial voltage of the capacitor plus minus 1 by RC integration 0 to t minus V reference dt, that is minus VA T1 by RC plus V reference into T by RC. At t equals to T2, the time measured by the counter, the output voltage of the integrator becomes 0. That is 0 equals to minus VA into T1 by RC, that is the initial voltage, that is the value of V0 plus V reference into T2 by RC. So from here the value of VA comes as V reference into T2 by T1. Thus the count shows by the counter T2 is proportional to the input voltage to be measured VA. The display unit displays the measured voltage. The averaging characteristics and cancellation of errors that usually limit the performance of a ramp type DVM are the main advantages of dual slope integrating type DVM. The integration characteristics provide the average value of the input signal during the period of first integration. Consequently, disturbances such as spurious noise pulses are minimized. Long-term drifts in the time constant, as may result from temperature variations or aging, do not affect conversion accuracy. Also, long-term alternations in clock frequency have no effect. So this is the details about dual slope type digital voltmeter. Now this is the block diagram of integrating type digital voltmeter. Here the figure is shown for voltage to frequency conversion. Such a digital voltmeter makes use of an integration technique which employs a voltage to frequency conversion. This voltmeter indicates the true average value of the unknown voltage over a fixed measuring period. An analog voltage can be converted into digital form by producing pulses whose frequency is proportional to the analog input voltage. These pulses are counted by a counter for a fixed duration, and the reading of the counter will be proportional to the frequency of the pulses and hence to the analog voltage. A block diagram of a voltage to frequency ADC is shown in the figure. The analog input voltage VA is applied to an integrator, which in turn produces a ramp signal whose slope is proportional to the input voltage. When the output voltage V0 attains a certain value, that is a preset threshold level, a trigger pulse is produced and also a current pulse is generated, which is used to discharge the integrator capacitor C. Now a new ramp is initiated. The time between successive threshold level crossings is inversely proportional to the slope of the ramp. Since the ramp slope is proportional to the input analog voltage VA, the frequency of the output pulses from the comparator is therefore directly proportional to the input analog voltage. This output frequency may be measured with the help of a digital frequency counter. The above methods I discussed now provides measurement of the true average of the input signal over the ramp duration, and so provides high discrimination against noise present at the input. However, the distinguishing rates are slow because of high integration durations. The accuracy of this method is comparable with the ramp type ADC and is limited by the stability of the integrator time constant and the stability and accuracy of the comparator. This DVM has the drawback that it needs excellent characteristics in the linearity of the ramp. The AC noise and supply noise are averagely out. Advantages of digital voltmeter. Digital display of the output eliminates human reading errors. Readings are accurate and fast compared to analog meters. Digital voltmeter is more stable and reliable, smaller in size and cost effective. DVM can measure both AC and DC voltages. Latest DVM are built with microcontrollers, which stores the readings for further processing. DVM is void of parallax errors. DVMs have automatic range selection. DVMs have high input impedance. Disadvantages of digital voltmeter. Digital voltmeters are prone to damage if the voltage is increased beyond the limit. The display depends on the external power source or battery. While measuring the voltage, there are chances of the digital voltmeter getting heated up. This might output wrong readings. When a fluctuation occurs in a circuit, the digital voltmeter cannot read and displays an error. Speed of operation is limited due to the digitizing circuit in digital voltmeters. It is very hard to spot the transient voltage spikes. The analog to digital converter has a limitation on word length, which causes quantization noise, giving rise to errors in measured values. Applications of digital voltmeter. Digital voltmeter is used to know the actual voltage of different components. DVM is widely used to check if there is power in the circuit, such as mains outlet. Knowing the voltage across the circuit, current can be calculated. So this is all about digital voltmeter and the classification of digital voltmeters and their advantages, disadvantages, and applications. So if you have any queries related to this topic, you can ask me through WhatsApp or email. Thank you for today's class. Stay tuned for more exciting topics.